I don't know what's wrong with me. Haven't eaten much today. And there's nothing to keep me occupied. No guitars. Just got done with this thing. Huh. I know. It's brilliant. Whataburger. Shall we? Alright. Let's take this trip. So, let's go get us a burger. Freaking Whataburger. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Alright. Yay. What the hell is that? Well, looks like I got a guitar to work on now. What do you do? Well, hello everyone. Today I'll be working on a quart. Am I even saying that right? I don't even know anymore. A quart guitar. This right here belongs to a friend of mine who insists that I just leave, if you can see that, everything alone in the way it is. Now, for the brutal port, minus the dent right there, there you go, a battery. And he wonders why this doesn't work. However, I must protest. I don't agree with it, but he wants it, so I'm gonna leave it. Always do what the customer says and wants, even if it's against your morals and you just want to cut a block of wood and put it in there. Call it a day. But again, electronics on the pickups, it's not working. Let's open it up. Hopefully this is a lot easier than the last one that I did, and it's just as easier as the one I did with my friend Jose. We shall see. This is starting to get a little out of hand, people. Take care of your instruments, please. It's crucial to their lives. And guitar technician as well. Take care of your guitars. It keeps guitar technicians like me from going insane. Yeah. So, first things first. Let's ignore all the other stuff that you could possibly fix and just leave it alone and focus on the item at hand. So, it says the pickups don't work. So, let's go and test the pickups. Okay, that's the bridge pickup, and we're getting something, but I have not worked on this yet. That just sounds so horrible. Anywho, nothing there, nothing there. So literally everything from here is dead, and then you only get like, I think, half of this. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what we get. All right. It's not as scary as it looks. Just ignore the battery. It's just battery blocking a Floyd Rose tremolo. Don't think about it. It's okay. Happy places, happy thoughts. This isn't going to look like a thing of spaghetti when you open it up. No, it's not. Kinda. Whoa. Okay, so here is the cool thing. You see right off the bat. So right here, you have a wire that looks like a south pole on a pickup. Probably goes... Okay, so what some may actually wonder is what type of wiring it is, what type of pickup you need. Whenever you get into this type of stuff, you're your better chance is to look up what type of basic standard pickups you have and research it. If you know a guitar that has the same type of wiring, like this is a Cort, right? But Ibanez also has the same type of wiring. So, as much as I don't like to say it, this right here resembles the same systematic Ibanez wiring that you can honestly just look up online and find yourself, which is pretty awesome. And you just follow the wiring diagram just to make sure that everything is going to where it needs to. So with that being said, you can just find the wiring diagram and make sure and cross-reference everything that you need to make sure you're doing the job right. So that's how you do your basic research and finding what's... Okay, so I'm going to follow my wiring diagram and trace the wires. Now, seeing that the middle pickup, from what I can tell, only has 2 wires on it, is the yellow and the black. And that right there is your standard stock single coil pickup. You're just going to have 2 wires. Sometimes you may have 3 wires if it's any other reason that it's just designed that way. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, just to save myself a little bit of a headache, I'm going to take all of this out. And just like that, just punch that stuff through. Then just pull everything out like that. And wow, that's an old school capacitor diode. It's interesting. Yeah, it's on there. Dang. Alrighty then. Okay, so after you get to this part, just go ahead, start taking off what you think and or see. What is this right here? What is this? It's grounds that are soldered together. That's not how you do that. However, that may work, judging by the wiring diagram. Okay. So, it's very interesting because red is the neck. And, okay, so bridge would have to go right here, but yeah, it's showing right there. Okay, let's just take that off and get rid of that thing, whatever it was. May have to pick that up and use it here in a second. Just got that unsoldered. Now I'm just going to leave those together like that. I know it's kind of like, it's a pain in the butt right now, to be honest. But they cut this so dang short. It's, the bridge is the green. So you're going to take its lead, which is, you have your north, your south, and then your ground. You're just going to take that, try to wire that in there, just simple little solder. Also, the trick is to not burn yourself while doing it. There we go. That is on there. Okay, so this right here is the lead going from the volume. Looks like everything's wired in there. That has a ground wired, so the tone has a ground. Now let's see what we do with the south poles. Again, I'm looking at the diagram as you can see. And the south poles on this are going to be white, or in this case black and white. So the one for the neck, which is always going to be on the top, is going to go to the far first, and the one for the bridge is going to go to the far bottom. Right here it says to link those two together, so I am going to go ahead and do that right here. So let's go ahead and start with this and just work your way down. But also don't stress if you're like, geez, it's a lot to do. Yeah, it's a lot to do. That's why people have someone like me do it for them so they don't have this type of headache. Because gotta think about it. Back then, they just had books and diagrams, and honestly, companies were very, very picky on who they let their stuff go out to. Okay. Trim that. I kind of messed that up. So, okay, we have some bare copper wire right there. Now what we're going to do is just heat it up ever so slightly and then seat it on there. Remember, not a whole lot, but just enough. Then after that, we're going to come over here. We're going to try and take some off. So you just heat it up. Okay. Now what I'm going to attempt to do is run this in. And this right here, you just heat up, poke a hole, make a hole. Just like that. Nothing too difficult. Then what you do is you just, well, feed it in one side and into another. But it's going to be a pain in the butt if you ever need to take this off. And just like that, you have your parts in there that you need. So I'm trying to get this right underneath there. And there we go. Boom. Get your clippers. Clip the excess. Just a little bit. Make sure it doesn't fall in that circuit because that would suck. And boom. Okay, working our way down. Our bridge going to go straight to right here. So we grab our bridge. Let's try to clean this up first. Make sure that we're going to get everything right where we want it. I think that's all we need to do, and then we're done, people. Okay. Let's get this part in. Ooh, look at all that smoke. Alright, cool. Now, let's try not to burn ourselves. Then you just let it, hold it, and that's it. Now for the grounds. That right there is not something you really want, but it's what we got. And the point of this is to use what you got and make it as simple as possible. So what I'm going to do is take it apart. Instead of removing the solder, I'm going to just clip it and make a new one. Because, well, again, if I need to reopen this, I will. And it'll also give me a chance to save myself from having to deal with this, and I can just run everything out of the way of each other. Awesome sauce. Okay. You always want to look underneath too. Make sure that nothing else is touching. Because whoopsie whoops. You don't want stuff to be touching each other at all. Okay. And when you get to this part, however you want to do it, just take a tip, scrape it a little bit, mar it up pretty good. So that way, if there is any coating on there, just scratch it up real nice. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. If there's any coating on there, it will potentially melt away. Now what we're going to do is take these grounds, go up with it, and drop it in like that. And then after you do that, and you don't have to do them one at a time, again, you could have left it bundled. I just decided to be a little extra and not do that. I am sweating up a storm. It's freaking 100 degrees in here, but not really. It's just pretty warm. Seat it. Place it just like that. Ooh, I can hear it bubbling. Just like that. Alright. I'm just gonna look away. Pray it's good. Okay, it's good. Now for the hard part. With all this, getting these to stay down. Unless I find a loophole, which I think I did. Okay, so now we got everything grounded, wired. So went ahead and moved this to here. Did that ground right here to this other shaft to make sure everything arced. The center pickup, interesting. We're going to test this little theory, seeing as you can see right there, it travels from one side to the other. And again, whenever you're soldering, you just got to be very careful not to hit stuff like this, like the spring that allows the mechanism to switch, or melt the circuit board. So it's literally just patience and timing. That's all what it is. This looks wired up, so let's go ahead and test it. Okay, so I know some of you are going to be like, hey, why didn't you put the knobs back on? Well, just in case this doesn't work and I got to take that off again, it's better that they're not all the way on, so I can test this thing and see if it works. Chances are it doesn't work still. It's the stuff you have to go through if you're wanting to work on this stuff. Let's go ahead and plug her in. See if we get nothing but static and ambient noise from hell. There you go. Attempt 1 fell. Attempt number 2. Alright, so after some intense looking and figuring it out, I just realized, what if I just one, clip the 2 wires that I put together, and then 2, remove the ground on the center pickup from the switch and just ground it. And we're back. However, this time things should be a little bit more easier. So leave everything in there, as you see. I'll pull this out like such. I'm gonna ground this. So that was literally just putting this in simple words. I removed the center and just grounded that to right there. And then voila. Let's see if it works. I hope it does. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if this works. If not, well, oh wow, okay, well duh, that's the bridge. Oh, that right there is the center. Now, let's see if we get this one. Ooh, there it is. This thing is back to life. That does not sound good. I wonder if it's my cable. The guitar is fixed. I went ahead, swapped out the red cable with my awesome Tortoise black cable. And from what I can tell, that's a lot clearer sound. None of that same static crud that we were hearing, so yep, there you go. So there you have it. I tested out the red cable, swapped it, the black cable. No craziness, no nothing, just as you saw. Hope you all enjoyed this content. I enjoyed working on this guitar, bringing it back to life the way it is, and plays pretty nice. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Again, X-Ripper Guitars. Like, comment, subscribe, but have an awesome day. Later, guys.